Well, what a series tonight. What a match coming up here on the Sporty stream. Nice to see you all. My name is Sporty FC, and you're right, this is Blackline Championship Series Premier Series action. Sloth Squad Nation already followed in. They know who's up on the field. It's Breeze versus Sloth Mafia. A best of 5 coming up very soon, but before we get to that, let's take a look at our schedule here. Breeze on one side, Sloth Mafia on the other, but earlier today, we saw New Age Mavericks FFE Asylum, that best of 5, ending in the way of Mavericks a 3-1 win. And later tonight, we'll have our best of 7, or only best of 7 tonight, 135 Uniformity and Unleashed Gladiators. Meister will be joining us for that, but for now, it's Blackline action. This is the Premier Series, Breeze versus Sloth Mafia, and we have seen this Breeze organization before, but never this team. And for Sloth, we have seen this. We have seen Sloth Mafia. This roster very different than the last time we saw them. All these teams with differing records as well. 1-0 for Breeze. 0-1 for Breeze with a 3-0 sweep loss to Dream Station. For Sloth Mafia, 1-0 a record with a 3-2 win over Yukon in their first round of action. Definitely going to be a big night for both these teams. This is a very high, high-profile match. Definitely a lot of action in this one. I expect it to be close. Breeze taking on Sloth Mafia. Both these orgs have a good amount of teams in this tournament. Surprised that we haven't met this Breeze team in a while, because you will recognize Kara's on this team, Wolfie's on this team, Sky's on this team. I mean, Kara's probably the most recognizable. If you guys have heard anything about Skyward Series, you'll know this guy is a beast when it comes to that kind of action. It is very different. This is a much different league, much different action. Mafia might be the favorites in this one. See if that will, help them out here. And we're looking to get things sorted out. Let me quickly make sure we get that info to them here for our best of 5 series. Again, these were Sloth Mafia, and I'm excited for this one. I really think that a lot of people should be tuning into this, because this is a very fun matchup between very two solid teams. Yeah, that's the English. 2 very solid teams. As again, we're looking to get things going as, yes, SJT is on one of these teams. Should be quite interesting here. Again, SJT is on one of these teams. You miss him? Well, don't worry, I think he will be here tonight. Well, we'll see if he's one of the 3 players. This is a 5-player team here on Sloth Mafia, so see how things work out here. Let's get that prediction poll going here, that you guys can vote on who you think will win this one, Breeze or Sloth. And by the way, welcome in, Paul. Good thing is, yes, SJT actually is here. It's him, Cruz, and Skyon in the lobby. Yes, we will be seeing SJT tonight. But you're happy to see that, probably, Pulse, because you literally said you wanted to see more of him. Don't worry, Pulse. We got SJT. Also, actually, Liquid, Wolfie, Sky have joined in. They're in very early, so we'll give them a minute. Also, they need a minute. Oh, they need Liquid as well. Well, Liquid's a bit laggy behind. We'll wait on Liquid. All that's happening again. Better for all of you. Keep showing support. Throw those points in. Who do you think's taking this one? Sloth or Breeze? And I would probably put Sloth as my favorite to win, but it's such a close series. Not this guy. Not Sandsbar. Oh no. The guy who runs Sloth, and now the guy who runs Breeze in the lobby. Oh, I love this. Guys having some fun. Always fun to see, and always happy to see players in the lobby. Anyway, they're just talking about it. They're too are happy to see SJT, which... What happened to SJT? I don't know. Has something happened to him? It's like impressive that he's here, or do people just like him? He might just be a likable person. I know there's a good amount of people like that in this league. Always fun how, tight-knit this community is at this level. Maybe not, because Wolfie now just called him a weirdo, so maybe... I don't know what's happening anymore. We'll get things put out as soon as we can here, as again, that matchup should be starting any moment. We'll give it another minute or so because Sky in chat saying HRT is the most sane Rocket League player. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's not a high bar. We'll start the series in just a minute or so, just to let maybe a few more people come in and get those votes going. This will be a exciting series. I'm excited to see this again. Seen the Sloth Mafia team before, and well, we haven't seen this Breeze team, but always fun to see again players that you would recognize. I think we've given a little bit of time here, so again, hopefully you have your votes in, your points going. We're gonna start maybe 2 minutes early here. I'm always up for that, and I'm happy that these teams are in early. So rare does that ever happen. SG and Breeze don't mix well. Well, okay, Pulse. Jeez, all right. SG is getting roasted by his own captain here. All right then, Pulse. All right. I am impressed that Pulse just said that. Well, that's a great way to lead into this series, I guess, right? Let's get this thing started. A best of 5. Breeze at a not with a strong start. Sloth Mafia have 1-0 on one side, 0-1 on the other. And here we go. A best of 5 series for the Black Line Premier Series. The Breeze main team takes on Sloth Mafia. 2 big orgs, 1 big series, and only 1 team can come out of it here in this one. Week 2 starts between Breeze and Sloth Mafia, and both these teams wanting their win here and now, but they'll have to fight for it. It will be coming in a match as heavy and high action as this one should be. Already though, Wolfie's got an easy shot, and Sloth Mafia maybe they haven't woken up yet. As SJT and it's just not the touch he needed. It's just wonder he wanted that flick under it. He couldn't get it there. If you jump off the wall like that, you have to put in your flip quickly. SJT, who tried to delay it as long as he could, ended up delaying it a bit too long. And Breeze, Wolfie with the easy cleanup. Sloth Mafia have to find an answer here after that giveaway at the start of the game. Now, passing out the field. This one, SJT, looking in front for Skyon! And that's in the front post. Sloth Mafia will answer. It's 1-1, and this game is only getting started. The Sloth organization cheering now their first goal of the series. And back to the kickoff. Zion. Liquid. Sky trying to get the doink. Breeze trying to go down the field. Here comes Sky. Up to the back wall. Cruz will get the save. SJT will clear it away. And Sloth Mafia will look to keep the scoring going. A Scion. SJT. That one not on. No second touch given. Breeze will send it back. So much attack right through the midfield from these sides. It really doesn't feel like any team can get control. Oh, there comes SJT, and, you take one look away, you go for a drink, and that's exactly when the goal happens. Sloth Mafia. And right now, the big issue for these teams is just giving the ball away a little too easily. Wonder be a problem if they continue to do that. And this Breeze side, a lot to focus on here, especially with those, those giveaways, because you really can't let the ball go free in the midfield. Both these teams have caught and caught doing that so far in this game. Still early on, though. We've just passed that first minute. I think these teams just learning a little bit, but I feel like they're learning more about themselves than they are about their opponents. Now they're playing in the backfield. They're still pushing as SJT. Flip there. Liquid. Go to the side. Scion with the pinch. Cruz follow up in the midfield. Wolfie has it away. This one. Cleared downfield. Cruz to the back wall. SJT. That one top down. Wolfie will get there. A big save from Breeze. And now they're looking to get this one out. Wolfie. 60 boost left. Has enough for this one. Now looking for a second on SJT. Mafia trying to push upfield. As Sky. Liquid. Shots. Scores. Breeze get their second. Sloth Mafia didn't pay attention. Didn't really follow protocol here is, oh no, Cruz and SJT in the wrong position, running into each other. No wonder that net was so easy for Liquid. Sloth Mafia practically gave it to them. Pressure still forming, and Liquid, that should be in! Oh, he's hit the crossbar! Almost another giveaway, and right now for these teams, their biggest opponent is not their opponent, it's themselves. I mean that literally. Breeze and Sloth Mafia have worked harder to score on themselves than they have to score on each other. Not a good sign when majority of the goals that a team is scoring is based on giveaways. The pressure continues to sort of build. Sion. SJT. Gonna go across the field. Sky. SJT keeps going. Sloth Mafia halfway through the game, looking for another one, looking for the lead. Sky will take it out. Demo in the backfield by SJT. And here comes Cruz in front. SJT. Sky will have this one cleared away. Sloth Mafia still trying to keep the offense. As Liquid. Sion in the midfield. The SJT! That one kept wide by Sky. And Breeze will go back the other way. Wolfie getting closer. Cruz maybe didn't get the boost he wanted. Now he has nothing. Sion. Sloth Mafia trying to push their way back desperately. Play will eventually break down. No, it won't. Liquid's got this one. SJT with the block. Sion with no boost. Trying to dunk it away. Boost becoming an issue for Sloth Mafia. They haven't been on defense very long, and already it feels as if they're running low on resources. Breeze taking the boost away. Taking the resources, suffocating them. Liquid can't get the double. Sky can't get that one. And it will be Sion to clear it out as Sloth Mafia breathe a sigh of relief back into a more comfortable position. Sky doesn't have that one. Sion. Sky. Looking for offense to Sky. To the back wall. Look at that second! Oh, he's hit it wide! Breeze got close, but Sky couldn't angle himself around it. And it will be Wolfie trying to clear this one away. As SJT. Sky up in the air, looking to Liquid. Breeze looking to the back corner. Liquid still on it. The pinch in front. Sion has it out. Breeze trying to challenge. They're looking just to keep the offense for as long as they can. But Sloth Mafia breaking through so much more easily. And finding so much space with it. The pace that these teams are now trying to play at. The fact that those early mistakes are gone now. It's going to be quite a hard fight just to get that goal to lead. But it might be the goal that ends this game. And Sky with the pinch. Cruz to the sidewall. Second touch from Cruz. Can't take it. Wolfie in front. Here comes Sion. Wolfie with a dunk. And Breeze keeping it out. As Wolfie there. Desperation to get to that touch. Rushing his way. It was almost another straight giveaway here. And at this point in the game, you can't afford to do that as Sion now with it. But he's gone. Taken away. Mafia trying to keep the offense. 10 seconds to go. Breeze eliminating them from contention. And now Breeze looking for a chance themselves. Sion. Wolfie will clear it up. Looking for Sky to the back wall. In front for Wolfie. Sion. It will take out the chance. And this one will eventually stay up for Breeze, but it will hit the ground. And that must be big. A big defensive stand in the final seconds. As Sion looking for the double! Liquid can't get it! Sion ends game one! A brilliant double tap through the corner and then through the hearts of the Breeze defense. Sion ends the game here! What a way to win it! What a goal to do it! Sion ends that one. Wow, what a game one. Game one ending just like that. It really was so close for so long of it. We're going right into game two. Both these teams taking some time. What a rush of emotion. What a rush of energy in that first game. That's how you want to get a series started. So here we go. Right back into the action. I told you, it's gonna be one of those series where it's gonna feel fast-paced for a very long amount of time. Or in game 2, I don't know if these teams are having issues or not. I don't know. We'll let them know they can join in. We get this game underway. We get the series continuing. What's their ranks? This is the Premier Series, so this is the second highest division. This is GC3 SSL, if you're wondering. This is consistent GC3 SSL. This is like these are some of the best teams in the Blackline Championship Series. Wondering about that mid-row as we go into game 2. Breeze and Sloth Mafia again. What a rush of emotion here in game 1 for both these sides. So much offense early on, not a lot of defense. I think we'll see that adjust as this one continues. And game 1 felt like both these teams still learning about each other. It's Wolfie, balanced by Scion. Breeze trying to find the break through the midfield. SJT back the other way for Sloth Mafia. Sloth trying to continue what they ended in here in game 1 with that offense, the aggression we know they have, what the confidence they should have from that double tap. And specifically, I think we're going to see him really step up as much as he can. Here comes an infield pass to Cruz. That one to the top left corner. Sloth Mafia breaks down the defense of Breeze. And the scoring just continues. Defense, forget about it. This is all on offense. And this is all Sloth Mafia. Is Bubble the semi then? No, this is not Bubble semi-pro. It's close to it, I would give you that. It's like low Bubble. But yeah, you might see some of these teams at very high levels, but Bubble semi-pro is pretty high ranked. That's all basically an SSL. If you're talking about semi-pro teams being like low to say esports, that's still like entirely SSL level and clearly SSL level. So these aren't good teams, but this would be low Bubble at best. As here comes Breeze trying to look the other way. SJT trying to stop him. Liquid into the midfield. As this one, it's at the post! Oh, as the Breeze got so close to that, what a long shot. Rung out. But it wouldn't work for them. And Sloth Mafia again. They have to be careful about that defense. It feels like both these teams haven't really been able to adjust the defenses to fit well, but so far, Sloth Mafia on the offense with the lead. Scion, let Breeze set, trying to get the second, couldn't do so there, but a miss in front, and SJT will take it. Goal number 2, Sloth Mafia continue the scoring. The pressure continuing to add on. Game continues, but Sloth Mafia finding more for the midfield. Here goes SJT again! Oh, it's number 3! SJT continues scoring! And this is starting to become an issue for Breeze. Sloth Mafia walking in and getting their chances. Will we see adjustments made? Will we see teams react differently? Right now for Breeze, things have not gone well for them here in game 2. They've had much less time on offense. Feels like Sloth Mafia really started to relax into this, and a lot of what has worked for Sloth Mafia has been really close and really high infield passes right in front of that Breeze net. Specifically to SJT of all players. Whatever Breeze is trying to do, they need to get offense through it. That midfield becoming one where Sloth Mafia is winning. Game 1, I mentioned it was back and forth, and it felt like nobody really could win the midfield. So this one, it's changed up, and well, Breeze will get this one. Be a tough one anyways. Yeah, they'll be happy with that one. Taking one straight off the back, I'll get another giveaway in front of the net. But Breeze will be happy with it as, again, Sloth Mafia still in the lead. Wolfie. That's from the Scion. I almost called him Skyon. Now a pinch down the field, off to the corner. Liquid in the midfield. Cruz. This one is open. He's got a chance to win a 1! But that doesn't matter. Sloth Mafia add another. They walk into the midfield. They own the place, it feels. Bid Temple is all orange, and it's all Sloth Mafia all the way. And the Sloth Squad organization gotta be feeling good after that game 1 being as tense as it was. Game 2 makes a difference! Oh my goodness, Sky! I mean, at this level, that might be more commonplace. It's still insane, though. And to get to that, to hit it down so fast, Cruz was waiting for it. But no amount of waiting would keep that one out. And slowly but surely, Breeze trying to pull themselves back into it. Another kickoff. This will also go their way. And it's another goal to Sky. The scoring continues. Breeze has another, and at this point of the game, I mean, defense is just not becoming an issue at all for these teams. It's becoming a non-factor. That's going to be interesting. I mean, which team really is going to bring the defense here as down the field, Sky to the back wall, looking to set up Liquid. That one goes through, and Breeze get their 4th. 8 goals combined, and the scoring just never ends. And it seems to be off the hiccup every single time, Breeze. They win it, they take that second challenge, and there is no end in sight. I mean, this is incredible from Breeze, and they're gonna get another one from it. Liquid, and I mean, this is like a 4 goals straight from Breeze. And again, they're all straight off the kickoff. The only set piece in the game is Sloth Mafia. If they're not just losing it, they're losing it badly. Sloth Mafia, all they've worked for, all they've made, will it ever result in anything, especially when they just can't win the kickoff? Once it becomes more neutral, that's when it feels like Sloth Mafia have a little more control, but the kickoff specifically has been their issue. But here comes Skyon, the dribble, the fake, Liquid's got the block, but here comes SJT, and he's gonna get another one. 3 goals on 5 shots, it's 10 goals combined. What kind of a game is this? I mean, usually at this level, you talk about how good these teams are. I mean, this is insane. I have not had a game this high scoring in a while. Generally speaking, when it's 10 goals in a game, you rarely see it where it's ever really much of a contest. Usually it's quite one-sided. This is anything but. This is a contest. And neither team is pulling away from it, is breaking off. As Breeze now looking for offense. SJT can't read it. Scion looks for the clear. Sloth Mafia, Breeze, again, just breaking through that offense, leading to so many free touches in front of that net. I don't know if it's the pace that they're playing at or the boost that they're stealing. Both these teams just finding it so easy to score goals. And really, I think the difference in this game is going to be what team's actually going to wake up on defense. What team's going to bring the difference here as Scion go up to himself, Wolfie. Now across, SJT. No second touch, but Scion with the redirect. That will go across the net. As here comes Sky with the clear. SJT up for it. SJT. Flip reset. Looking closer and closer, but it will be an easy save for Liquid, who waits on the goal line. And reaches this point, when they're playing quite far back, they're always keeping someone on that net. At this point, you can't blame them, but the fact that the matter is, both these teams have scored 5 goals on each other. Defense is going to become a priority as this game gets closer and closer to its end. Bruce. Bruce remaining, SJT with the clear. Sky goes across. That second touch won't help him. And now in the midfield, SJT sends it away. Liquid bumped up by Scion. 20 seconds to go. And the Mafia demo! Cruz has got it! And just that quickly, things can change. Pressure on Liquid, but Scion relieves him of the net. And it's Sloth Mafia to take that one. Scoring continues. This game, still time left to go. Sloth Mafia the kickoff, SJT, lip reset. Liquid's got the dunk. Breeze trying to go down the field again as Cruz jumping, can't reach it. Wolfie up for it, one-on-one with SJT. Sky following SJT with a touch. Wolfie now leaves it for Liquid. Breeze want one more chance, but Sloth Mafia won't make it easy. Down the field from SJT. Wolfie gets to it, but won't get to it in time. And this will definitely make a difference. And they'll be feeling very happy from that one. Mafia, though, with another game win. Again, one that's so tense, so high scoring. I mean, just look at this. Just look at how many goals there are. 11 from these teams. I mean, this is insane. For any team in this level. Score that often, that easily. Sloth Mafia, who have done it, are looking to a game number 3. And here we go. This is it. Sloth Mafia on the chance to sweep Breeze, but my goodness, it is not easy to do that. They were favored to win this series. I don't know if anybody expected it to be this crazy. I surely wasn't expecting this many goals. It does make it exciting, though, and again, the real question is, who's going to learn what defense is? Because it feels like these teams don't care at all about defense, and I mean, that's, again, maybe not surprising for some people, but it's surprising to me, because these are some very solid teams. Again, whichever team can really pack a punch on defense, that's going to be the team that makes differences. Oh, we see a little bit of shenanigans start off game 3. Sloth Mafia. They get off to the best start they can, but here come Breeze the other way. So quick, so elusive, so quick to attack. Yeah, it feels like in the blink of an eye, goals go in as this one should be open, and it will be Wolfie's SJ2. SJ2, who had such a great game last time. I really don't know what position he was in here, because let me be real honest, it was not the right one. Got too confident to go to the corner. In that position, you have to stick at net. So easy to get sucked into one and make challenges. This level, you have to be a little more patient. You have to know when you can and cannot challenge. It's now Demo in front. Cruz to put it on. Wolfie's got the block. In comes Sky. That one is almost in his own net. Mafia still attacking. The Scion. Cruz with a touch. Oh, he's missed it, but it will still be his ball. Sloth Mafia looking for the play upfield. SJT. Out with the dribble. SJT still moving. Wolfie with the block. Scion. Still Scion. Sky trying to push his way through. Pressure trying to boil over here, but one really fully in control just yet. Breeze with a 1-goal lead, but well, I'm just gonna say it here. I shouldn't hold very long with how this series has been looking. Breeze now trying to attempt to make their play on defense. Mafia, their chances to push up. What a dunk! This one in front. Breeze, we'll say definitely realizing more. They need the challenge early. Definitely need the challenge, without leaving space for Sloth Mafia. Give them time. That's what they want. And SJT to the back wall. Sky trying to get the clear. Cruz off the ceiling. Cruz in the midfield. Sky. Scion is given straight away. And a gift like that with a bow on top. Christmas came early to Scion. And Sloth Mafia will tie the game with it. And it is a feel-good moment for this side. Here in Sloth Mafia get those kind of goals, and really, again, to really prove themselves, they still have the offense. And while it did come from a mistake, they've been playing well enough this game that, I mean, a goal was expected from them at some point. Not a team that's going to be going scoreless very often in any of these matches. As Sky, oh, what a chance there. Cruz missed it, but Scion will be the challenge. He'll look to clear it out. Now, off the back wall, Scion. The pitch! Oh my goodness, Scion! Some extra power to launch it in. And this was intentional. He initially thought it was going to bounce straight up. That's why he jumped like that. But seeing the bounce there, he still kept up to it. A bench goes through the Breeze defense. Again, just incredible play here from Sloth Mafia, who now again have a 1-goal lead halfway through. Breeze trying to, find their way back. They've definitely been able to strike quickly on offense. And again, like Sloth Mafia, I don't expect them to let this lead last for long if they can handle it. As Cruz won't read that one. Liquid straight on target, but SJT will be waiting. Defense of utmost priority for both these sides. Sky not able to get enough boost on it. Cruz loses the race there. He's Got little left, and he's not going to be able to get the dunk on Wolfie because of it. SJT in the midfield. Sion waiting, but he maybe could have challenged there. Breeze will slowly take it upfield. One pinched around. As Sion, the sidewall. Sky getting lost. Sion with open space. We have seen some forms of aggression from these players so far. Nothing crazy, but definitely enough to, for these teams sort of break down each other. If they haven't already done that well enough. The chaos created by these offenses. And it's really breaking the defense. Not easy to cover up on that stuff as now SJT not on net there. Cleared away. As Cruz always not got a great first touch. He'll follow for the second, but left his team vulnerable in that play as Sion bumped out, still gets enough on it. Gonna waste time here. Wolfie with a 50. Cruz with the ball, demoed by Sky. This one sent away. Wolfie can't reach it. Liquid to the corner. Breeze infield. SJT's trying to clear it out. Sky, he has it. Sion will race back though. There was no one else back. I've had two players on that back wall waiting. Either of them were ready for that slow attempt. But in came that Sion challenge. Mafia keeping this 1-goal lead by, some incredible defensive blocks. Gonna have to do it again here as this time running out for Breeze. The desperation. That pressure is really gonna come from them. Potentially get swept in a series where you had so much control at so many points. Last game they had 5 goals and still couldn't get the win. The game before it ended right off in overtime. And Sloth Mafia may be winning the series 2-0 at this point. Not from Breeze's lack of trying, that's for sure, as Liquid doesn't score there. I'm running out for Breeze as here comes Liquid. Another chance. Cruz doesn't have it. Sion will. Sloth Mafia gonna slow the game down. Double commit, but it's SJT with the power. Breeze now gotta go back the other way. Liquid in front of his net. Precarious situation. And Sloth Mafia won't let him keep it. A free sweep just like that. It was only 3 games, but my goodness. It felt like a couple years of taking out my life from just how nerve-wracking that was every step of the way. Every game had something you could look at, something you could pick around, and something you could say, hey, that's quite interesting. Mafia. Man, a field sweep. They won, but not by a lot. I don't think they'll be the ones that care. They'll be happy it's over. See how tough of a match it was. Again, they'll be happy, I think, with a 3-0. For now, man, that was exhilarating. A match like that. As we'll get that prediction pool going for now, though. Again, man, that is one of those series where I lost my breath really quickly. Everything was just so fast. Everything was just so aggressive from these teams. That would mean that they're going to go 2-0 in the season. And for Breeze, man, their season could not start any worse for them. A few loss here to a really solid Sloth Mafia. And I believe last week they lost in Game 5, so not been the start that they've liked, at least for now. Get Breeze into the lobby, into the interview room here. We'll chat with them for a little bit. While it's happening again, we'll go a little update on what's happening here around the field. Actually, we'll say we just got an update on that matchup with Gladiators and Uniformity. That is actually now pushed back an hour. I'll still be streaming it, though. Don't worry. Things interesting, at least a little bit. As joining me here is Cruz. Welcome in, Cruz. A 3-0 sweep here on the side of Sloth Mafia. You guys, I mean, it was tense. It was offense all over the place. The defense didn't really feel like it came into play until that 3rd game, but you get the win. You got a field sweep. Now 2-0 in the season. And Cruz, tell me, how does it feel now to kind of have that exhilarating series end in your favor?
I mean, I feel like we were the stronger team from the get-go. I don't feel like we had too many issues scoring. I do feel like we had a few issues as a team on defense, but we worked it out throughout the series. We talked it out. I just think we worked a lot better as a team than they did, so that's why we won.
And you guys worked together very well. It was one of those matchups where, I mean, everything kind of fell apart. It felt at times, and it came together at others. Game 2 had a 6-5 game. I know you're laughing over there, and I know a lot of people think, well, it's Premier Series. These guys are really good at scoring. Yeah, but they don't score that often in a game, so 6-5 is a pretty insane scoreline. I mean, talk about just game two and the fact that it was so back and forth, so topsy turvy. Nobody looked like they were winning until those final moments. So, can you maybe tell me about game two and what it was like to be in a game that high scoring?
Oh man, it's our kickoffs fell apart halfway through the game. They scored 4 kickoff goals in a row, and we kind of didn't know what to do. So like us thinking about them scoring kickoff goals kind of made us have worse kickoffs, and kind of just spiraled until we picked it up, and we ended up getting at least one good kickoff, and then we scored it off that one. So it ended up working out. But their kickoffs were destroying us in game two. I'll give them that.
Yeah, the kickoffs definitely had their way with you guys, but hey, you still again win the series. Are overall the better team here.
I
I just
agree
want
with
to be
you.
known. I did make my prediction. I did predict you guys to win this. I was thinking you guys are the favorites in this matchup coming into this, but I know Sandsbar's gonna be happy. He was happy when I said that because he's also one of the admins. So I mentioned the catch chat because I think it was Sandsbar actually who asked me who I thought was favored to win this one. I'm happy that my prediction turned out to be pretty true here. But again, you guys win against Breeze. Next week though, you get to play. Oh, you get to play against your own friends in Sloth Dark, so that will be a fun match. You get to play against the other Sloth team. So, I mean, their season didn't start off well. 0-1 record at least for now. But they lost to Sloth Elite. How many Sloth teams are in one group? Obviously, free. But again, you guys got to play Sloth Dark next week. So maybe tell me about that one because this is a team you guys are pretty familiar with. Not that you aren't familiar with Breeze, but you guys are very familiar with these guys being from the same org. So tell me about that series coming up.
Oh, I mean, we're not really worried. We don't see any danger coming from any other of the orgs or any of the teams in our org. I think we're pretty solid on our own. Not too worried. Maybe another sweep coming. We'll see.
We'll see about that. You guys sound pretty confident, to say the very least. And, well, I feel like with that kind of performance, why shouldn't you be confident? Again, a sweep. Again, thanks so much for joining in. But before you go, we'll get some shoutouts here. So, Cruz, is there any last things you want to say? Any shoutouts? Anybody you want to thank? Anything that you want to say here to people watching?
I would like to shout out SJT's dog. He got a phone call in the middle of the series, and it was he's talking with his dog on FaceTime, and it really gave us that morale boost that we needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank SJT's dog and his mom, and yeah, that's it.
Again, thank you so much for joining, Cruz. A field sweep here on Sloth Mafia. It's been a while since I've actually seen this team, but I believe you're on this team even in the past. Again, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. Still are as good as you have been, and congratulations on your field sweep over Breeze. Hopefully, we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And that was Cruz there of Mafia joining in a 3-0 sweep over Breeze tonight. What a match! What a series! As we are getting update, we're actually gonna have a series coming up very soon. It'll actually be a 1v1. As again, we're gonna go to a 1v1. For now, I'm gonna actually have to label it as TBD, but actually, I can tell you who it is actually gonna be. It's gonna be Wall versus Lightz. So another high-level matchup, best of 5 1v1. We'll get to that soon, but for now, give me a moment while I set things up. We'll be back after a quick intermission. Thank you for the follow, Grandior. Welcome to the Spotty stream. We'll be getting our 1v1 match between Wall and Lightz up very soon. Yo, thanks for the raid there, Mr. E, the raid of 4. Welcome in. Yeah, we're gonna get our 1v1 started soon. You actually see who it is. It's Wall versus Lightz. I'll be playing on stream at a pretty high level 1v1. That will be up next. So sit down, be comfy. Get that series started in just a few minutes. K Frost with a follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you, K Frost. Welcome in. We're gonna get that 1v1 started very soon. Don't worry. Stick around for Wall versus Lightz. The fellow Skype Rab, welcome to us for your stream. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Any followers coming in. Thank you guys so much. We're en route to 2K, so keep following, keep showing support if you want to see more action here. Here we go. Ready for the 1v1. Wall versus Lightz coming up next on the Sportiest stream. Thank you all so much for being patient. We've got an incredible series for you all here. Lightz, Wall, a 1v1 match that, well, I didn't think we'd actually get to see today. I know Wall, asked on Twitter or X recently. In fact, let me find his exact wording. Let me find it. Real quick. He said, someone's a 1v1 on my stream. Said that 8 hours ago. Now we've got a match coming up. Wall versus Lightz. This will be an exciting one. There's not really much to do with the lineup screen, but here you go. Here's a lineup screen for you all. Again, not much to say about it so far, but it is a 1v1. It's going to be a best of 5. Should be interesting to see how these two will go against each other. Yeah, Wall on Lightz. So at the schedule we have for today as well. Again, so many matches so far. Only gonna get more insane as again later on we'll have our only best of 7 tonight on X35 Uniformity, Unleashed Gladiators. That was pushed back an hour, so that's why we can have this series actually. As again, it should be insane. See how these two do here again. Wall, Lightz, 1v1s always seems to be the kind of the bread and butter of the stream, is those 1v1 matches. Fun to have them, always fun to see them. I know, again, a lot of you probably waiting for that prediction poll to light up. Let's get it going here. Wall or Lightz? Your choice on who you think will win this one. And it's a best of 5. We'll be skipping on most of the replays, by the way, so. For all of you wondering, yes, we will. Doing replays. Because not every goal needs to be seen in 1v1. Merville doesn't like that, but whatever. Merville takes too long. So. We'll get these guys in here. Lightz already joined, so again, as soon as the Wall joins, we can start the series pretty early. First of what might be many matches, 1v1 show matches with Wall in them. I know Wall has been saying he's wanted to be in 1v1s, he's wanted to do 1v1s. Oh, he wants them to be on my stream. Talked to me about it a little bit. But, again. Now he actually gets his chance to prove it here against Lightz, who a pretty solid player in his own right. It'll definitely be interesting, Wall compared to this, because, again, I've seen Wall. I actually don't think he's going to be bad at ones. He's actually a decently solid player. But it looks like, at least his one's skill looks pretty decent. I haven't seen Lightz, though. I don't know how Lightz will play, but we'll see about that. Then we'll wait on these two. As Wall joins in, we'll be good to go. I'm just doing some warm-ups. Is fair. Be competing here. 1v1s, we haven't had a 1v1 show match in a little while on the stream. Always nice to have them, though. As I've said, kind of feels like the bread and butter of the stream at times. But again, we'll have to wait on that. We'll see what they do. For a little while. We're gonna actually have another 4-match night, of course. And we had one yesterday. We're gonna have another one where it's 4 matches night. I'm all for it. All matches in a night. I don't mind having this one, especially since Wall on the stream so often. Always nice to. Again, we'll see how this one goes. This 1v1 show match. I know. And these guys are just kind of trying to get things sorted out. What works as a follow coming in? Who's that? That is. It's Mari. Thank you. It's Mari for the follow. Thank you. Welcome to Sporty Stream. Nice to see you here again. I know you're, I think, one of the players for Unleashed. Or at least were one of the players for Unleashed, I think. Rather. Oh, goes, yeah, Wall's. You know why Wall didn't join? He's quickly posting he's making a post for Twitter. Of course he is. He just posted, said it's Jover for Lightz. So, dude, this guy is working on Twitter rather than actually. Oh goodness. I appreciate that. For now, though, things put it out well here. And I'm surprised he actually is taking his time. Where is he? Let's lose. He should retire. Oh my K-Frost. Alright, well, just to put more pressure on Lightz, I guess. He is actually the favorite to win this matchup, though. He is definitely the higher ranked player. I know Wall is trying to play up in these matches, so. See how they do. Again, very quickly, this one, was a match that was created about 8 to 9 hours ago. Now they're ready to get it going. Lightz on one side, Wall on the other. And hey, we get to see some 1v1 action. Always fun. Get to see a 1v1 match here. But yeah, again, yeah. We'll see how this goes. These guys, they might actually put money up for this match. These guys. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, if these guys want to put up a prize pool for themselves, they can do that. They're still talking as well, by the way, so. Yeah, our next match won't be for like another hour after this, so hopefully we won't have any issues with that, but I know these matches can take a little while. Hopefully we can start soon here. I will say, though, it would be interesting again. Lightz, Wall's also on Validity, by the way. Wall is on the Validity organization. still waiting here on these guys to join on in. Again, what a series. This will be a little 1v1 for you all. That I'm sure you'll be happy with this. Again, Lightz is here. Wall's on the other side, so get ready for this 1v1. And so am I. A best of 5, as I've already previously stated. And this is some pretty high level stuff. We've seen some pretty high level 1v1s. But this will be interesting. Again, Wall's trying to play up. Here, he's going to be taking on players who actually know how to play ones. And I haven't seen Wall play ones actually ever. Be first for that. Wall, again, that's pretty surprising because he's been on the stream a ton. I know he has some experience in ones, but recently at least he's trying to get more matches in. Lightz though, and just trying to take his time. Wall staying in his nets, and so far for Lightz, it's kind of a feel out phase. You know, like how is Wall going to play? Wall's a pretty defensive player, at least in freeze. I wonder how this is going to change in ones. If he's going to be a little more aggressive, or if he's going to change things. I know a lot of players who are good at ones, change their style between the game modes. And right now for Wall, he's a bit too easy to recognize. Lightz will put in his first. Simple clear down the field. Lightz already leading 1-0. As Wall, just a bit too obvious on these shots. He just doesn't feel like he's trying to really play fast, and he might have to against Lightz if those kind of challenges are going to be played. The key to a lot of those challenges is speed. He's being able to make those challenges in pace. For now, though, see how Wall can answer to this one as Lightz. The dribble. Wall with the dunk. This going off the back wall. It should be open for him. It will be. There's an answer from Wall and we'll make sure to skip replays here that we don't need to see. My overlay is going to hate it, but whatever. It's not a big deal. This overlay is not made for 1v1s. I mean, it has 1v1s in it. It can play 1v1s. It's made more for 2s and 3s when we do have more time to see the replay. Just in 1s, the reason I skip replays is because these matches can take a while without them. So we need to make sure we just skip them, just to save some time. As here comes Lightz down the field. Oh, he's got to be careful. Lightz has got a solo play, and he's just going to fake him on this one. Oh, my Lightz. Lightz just adding a little extra to this one. And talk about confidence for this guy. This is a great play from him. Really does get Wall to jump and bite into the play that he thinks Lightz is going for, and he thinks Lightz is trying to put the challenge over him. Be very different than that. As Lightz now, he could be scored on here. He will be. Didn't like the bounce. So far, very back and forth. Wall definitely keeping up with Lightz. As Lightz here, that really did go about as bad as it could have gone for him. A bad bounce off the corner. Wall who can now tie the game up again. He's just waiting for these mistakes from Lightz. He's not getting many chances. He's waiting, and I feel like that's a style that isn't going to favor him very long in this series. I don't expect Lightz to continue to make these mistakes and see Wall make more offense for himself. Here comes Lightz. Get a challenge. Wall will go there early. Still Lightz on the ball, and waiting back, and another solo attempt from Lightz here, and this time the fake would have been a good option for him, but he was just not going to be able to get there fast enough. He still has this net. But great recovery from Wall. He used all his boost for it. Lightz, I think, recognizes that. That's the reason why he's not panicking too much going back. He's still having to make these saves, and here comes Wall. Ready to enact some offense, and Lightz can't get that corner boost. Now he will. Wall lets him take it, and this could be a tough situation because Lightz will make that first save. And it will be this one dribbled away as Lightz waiting. He was maybe hoping Wall would jump. Still gets him to, but Lightz is trying to find more space. Now the pinch. This one will roll its way down. It's open! And another great save from Wall. He's just done it again. This guy cannot let go. I mean, I've said he was a defensive player. I didn't think he'd be doing that in this 1v1. As Lightz will keep that one wide, but he doesn't get the recovery he wants. When he tripped off the post too, it's only going to make things tougher for him. Wall didn't take the shot. Now he's demoed. Lightz with could be an open net, but Wall will get back. So we'll just have to concede that one as well. Good boost spawn. With the other way, the dribble, the pop, Lightz. I think Wall walk in a lot more, but he's still able to get these first saves, and that really does seem to be the only save he has to make. Wall so often feels like he's on low boost when he does get to the shooting portion of his offense. Out there for him is how this one will go cross. He won't take a chance on that as Lightz 20 boost. Flick gets past Wall, but he won't recover. See the Wall to have another chance on offense. Goes to the corner again. Corner boost is his, but Wall, not so much. Well, I think he's understanding there that when it comes to those places, you have a situation, you have to make a decision. Booster ball could be advantageous in certain positions, but often players go for boost when they really shouldn't. Ball never seems to be the wrong option in most situations. Just depends how you play it to the ball. As Lightz here. Wall trying to chase after it, but Wall's got to be careful. As Lightz backflipped, it should be a chance for Wall. As these two just continue to sort of take chances. No one really scoring though. The defense is done so well at not getting those second chances as Wall doesn't get the flip reset. Now the flick, he got it! Wall's got it! He improvised on the spot! I mean, Lightz was ready for the flip reset. He was not ready for that one, though. Especially when Wall just didn't get it. The game didn't let him have the flip reset. Had to think of a new option. Game 1 right now, going to Wall, going to the challenger. Wall really putting some power behind his words here. Will be bumped again. Lightz, it should be open. It will be. He has got another. And all that hard work, all that defense. Lightz will score because of it. This game continues just to stay near the wire here. I'm so happy this is a best of 5. This is going to be an exciting best of 5, especially with it being this close. Now Lightz. Bold. Still Wall there, but Lightz with a flick. Wall gets to it. Another touch on the defensive side, but the corner maybe hurt him there. Still gets to the challenge, and I must say, it Wall's ability to get great plays on defense. I mean, that's not a surprise to me. I know he's been good at that ever since I started seeing him. But I hear in this 1v1, it's still showing that his defense is just strong enough to keep players like Lightz out. As now he's got a chance to go the other way. At 0 seconds, he can dribble this one. He's ran out of boost though, and it will be Lightz to take away that opportunity. We go to golden goal, game 1. 1 goal to the side it. Wall will get the ball first. But that touch is gone away from him. He's gonna be challenged by Lightz, but he will still, at the very least, keep it to himself. Now he's trying to force Lightz to play upward. Lightz not trying to buy into that idea. And now the flick from Wall to the back post. That's off the crossbar. And Lightz trying to conserve boost. He almost gave up a goal for it though. But now he'll have time and space to work with. Now his chance to score. Lightz, the pop-up. Wall will clear it away. Lightz just taking the boost. Not willing to shoot until he has to. All trying to deny that opportunity, but Lightz who continues to have pressure. Now he's just being Wall. It's open. That should be it. It is game 1 over. Lightz will take it there. Wall, it was the way he got scored on the first time this game. And he just got a bit too confident to a challenge he had no business going for. And Lightz will end the game with that one. The first game goes to him, and man, what a close start. Lightz, I think he's realizing here that Wall's defense is definitely keeping him in here, although he did have to make 7 saves on 11 shots from Wall. I felt like Wall's shots were more sporadic, not as calculated, although that fake flip reset was very nice. I'd like to see a little bit more on that defenses. And what a strong start for Lightz and Wall. I mean, both these guys look very solid. Came down to overtime. Came down to one challenge that Wall tried to make. Wouldn't go for him. And so we go to game 2. And it will be up to Wall to see if he can, again, try to hold his honor, at least as best he can. Lightz is going to probably start heating up a little bit more, especially with that win under his belt. I'm sure he's going to get a little more confident. Generally, when one players get very confident, games become very one-sided. Five seconds in, Lightz already getting one off the kickoff. Now he's won another kickoff here. And you can tell Lightz has a ton of experience in 1v1s. And he's just winning the kickoff very easily. It's one of those things that, as a player who maybe isn't used to 1v1s, it's going to be tougher to recognize. But You know how important 1-1 is if you've played this game mode enough. It really does change the outcome of any matchup. You go there so often. Not trying to get a dribble. Lightz with a dunk, and that should be in. It will be. There's not even a question about it. And Lightz bringing up that defense again. There's a reason he had 7 saves last game. Doing so well here. Lightz with a early start, but early start is one thing. He's got to try to continue this and do this consistently. 2 goals is not much in ones. Since Wall can make a comeback, it feels like the blink of an eye. He's now stuck on nothing. The chase after Wall, and that was open for him. He should have scored on that. No question about it. Lightz had given up on that play. He'll still challenge though, and he's gonna hit this off of Wall. We'll go to the back wall. Now here he goes. On the dribble. Lightz. Whoa, so many aggressive challenges from the sidewall, and I don't like how he's challenging there because he really does leave himself very susceptible to just having the ball cleared past him. And he's got to be very careful with that. It's now a flick from him. It's very Lightz. It's very easy save from Lightz, but I think that was an intention there from Wall, trying to see if he could make it where Lightz couldn't get the clear. Doesn't make the difference. It's now Lightz to the back wall. Roll the other way. Flip reset. Wall won't use it again. With his chance. Now a long shot. That one high off the crossbar. It's open for Wall, and he's missed another open net this game. He cannot score, can he? Here's his chance. That one's also wide. And at this point, Lightz trying to go the other way. He's got the dribble. Wall to the base. 50 in. Lightz with enough power. Forcing its way through. Wall will get a piece of it, but he won't get enough. Lightz is just stronger on that one. He went all in on that dribble as well. He had to score, or else that's going against him. And Lightz continuing this strong points here in game 2. I will say, it does help him with the fact that Wall's shooting has been absolutely horrible this game. Okay, now he's going for a must-have. I think he's getting a bit too confident there. And Wall still can't score. He's now backflipped. It feels like if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. It's Murphy's game, or more rather, Wall's Murphy game. We'll get that one there with a backflip flick. Even that, I didn't even look that amazing, but he did get enough of it. It will go in. Wall trying to answer back for his very slow start. If he wants an answer, he's going to need to make it quick, because still there's 2.5 minutes to go. You really want to score and come back as early as you can. Let the momentum breathe through you. Lightz beat on that challenge. It's his time to take the dribble, but he does get beat there. Wall, the initial play, but still low boost. Every time Wall shoots, it feels like he's on still a little boost, and while it's, boost management's been great for Wall, you may want to try to manage a little bit more boost whenever he's going for these final shots, because he just doesn't have enough in the tank. Is now a chance on the ceiling. Second touch that one on, but Lightz there to recognize it. He's not winning the races to these boosts. Lightz is holding his down. Oh, a backflip from Lightz. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that wasn't expected at all. That's gonna be rough for him. Lightz is now allowing Wall to come back a little bit into this one. Wall definitely making himself more known here. So here he goes. The back wall, double tap! He's got it! And this is what we were expecting a little more of from Wall. I know he has it in him to do these plays. He's so consistent at them as well. Every time he goes for it, you know he's going to hit it if you don't stop him. Wall with the double tap on top of Lightz. Now Lightz maybe a little bit more nervous. 3 goals straight from Wall, and that number could continue to increase unless Lightz puts a stop to it. There's Wall with a flick. That's number 4. Wall is starting to run with this one here. He's not running away just yet. You'll need a couple more goals for that to happen, but at this point, he's really making Lightz nervous. Wall. He's trying to get this work done. 4-3 now. Oh, it's off a kickoff. Interesting idea there from Lightz to wait on it. Let's have the fake though, and now he's got to challenge the other way. Lightz the play, and he's got the bump too, just for added measure. Lightz with a little extra to that solo effort. A little bump on Wall just to secure this one. I'm surprised we haven't seen more airdrop bumps in this game. I know these players can do it. Maybe they just haven't felt comfortable to do them. Maybe they tried other things. And the ball's just moving too fast for them, but whatever it is. Oh, that airdrop bump, that's going to be a huge play. I expect these players to maybe use it a little bit more. As Lightz, Wall, again with the challenge. This time he will connect, but there's no boost left for Wall, and he's got to race back. As Lightz powering it through. Dunk on Wall. The corner boost, now the corner. Wall with a touch to try to get it away, but defense going to have to be tight-knit here. He's got full boost. Lightz with a flip reset. Trying to bump him out, he's got him. This one's rolling towards the net. Wall will get there. Shot was too weak from Lightz. Now Wall with a chance to go the other way. Trying to get the fake around him. Wall, oh my goodness. Just cooks up the defense. Wall! I mean, so often, it's just, you should just shoot from that position. You have the back post as a play there. But he knows Lightz has boost, he knows Lightz can get there. And so instead, he goes behind him. Lightz trying to attack back, bumped away by Wall. Race to the ball here, and Wall be first to it. It is waiting. Wall just taking time on the clock here. Look at how slow this dribble is. It's his time. Slowly but surely he'll get there. Lightz. Oh, he got him. Wall turned early. Lightz has this one. Just needs to put it in. Bump. Forcing in front. Wall's got it away. Lightz with a challenge. Maybe a chance here with time running out. Lightz. Flip reset. This one's going to hit the ground. And Wall will take game 2 just like that. Series tied here as these guys again. I love this fight from these two, and it really is just this close. Again, every game decided by those last final seconds. Game 3, a 1v1 show match continues. What will be our 3rd of 4 series today? Series that has been so far quite back and forth, never one-sided at least, and none of what you want for ones. You want these matches to be this close. How these guys are playing. Wall definitely has some experience in ones. I know he does. They definitely have experience in ones. Oh, that's gonna be an own goal. Oh dear, Wall. That's well. Oh, it's gone off the post. He'll be very happy. That should have gone in against him. Oh, his Lightz going for the pinch. He went for it from that corner. Now he's got a second touch. My goodness, Lightz. What kind of pace is that? I mean, just look at how fast he gets to this. I mean, Wall, you'd think at Wall's position, you'd be pretty comfortable in that place. You know Lightz just went for a pinch like that. Must not have thought Lightz had any boost. I didn't think he had enough boost to come back to that. But Lightz surely did. Now it's up to Wall to see if he can score on the other side. Has a dribble. Taking it, looking for the flick. Lightz challenges him. He waited until that dribble came through. Then he took it away. And it's one of the best places to challenge is, you know, the side of the flick. It usually flicks are readable. You know, they're fast enough. Oh my goodness, Lightz is not catching the ball here. God, he's gonna go for a little touch there, but Wall should score the other side. He will. And it's about as easy as it gets for Wall. And I really don't know what Lightz's plan was on that. He missed the dribble and he just gave him a free shot there. That's a surprising goal to give up. His Lightz, he's had those moments where he forgets the 1v1, and I feel like, I mean everybody has those moments in ones, but you know in a series like this you maybe don't want that as Lightz. Oh, he's done it again. Oh dear, Lightz, this is some really terrible mistakes that he's making, and every time you make that mistake, one will score on you. As yes, Commander, I don't know what Lightz is doing in those plays. I mean, it looks like he's trying to 50. He's really having a bad time doing it, though. He's had some pretty bad overcommits so far, although this is catching Wall in overcommits, and that's gonna go in. And it will be Wall the other way. Sorry, Lightz the other way. As Wall now overcommitting, but a good challenge from Lightz, getting back to defense off the kickoff. Again, saving a little bit of boost afterwards. Now this one should be open for him. Lightz take the lead. Oh, and Wall's gotten back. Still on, and I don't think he's going to be leaving offense anytime soon with this boost advantage. Lightz. Quick. Wall gets there in time. Now to the back wall. Lightz was maybe looking for a bump. Couldn't take it there as Wall sat in his net. Lightz taking the dribble. Has the flick. Wall will cover that front post. And now Lightz trying to get the play. Wall, the dunk. Slowly but surely he'll get there. And now he tries to put one on. It's going to the net. Lightz can't get to it. And Wall will take the lead. A big stand on defense. A big counterattack on offense. Wall gets that one. And Lightz is still, I think, dumbfounded and just what he can do to really stop this, because Wall's just counterattacking him perfectly well. In fact, now he's going to go for a musty flick. Lightz dribble the other way. Does he have the speed? He does! And it's going to be a tie game as Wall got a bit too cocky there. He went for it. I respect the ability to go for those kind of plays, even with a 1-goal lead, but yeah, that's what happens when you don't score them. It'll be Lightz who maybe score again. Wall doesn't get the challenge. Lightz will score that initial play. Wall will defend him from another. Again, Wall is playing very close to Lightz. He's playing up to this Lightz play. Lightz takes the dribble, trying to get the fake on him. Was looking for the dunk as well. Wall keeps him out. Now these two are hugging in the midfield. Lightz gets possession and space. Wall having to race back to his net. He will not get the challenge there. Wall went all in. From that position, it's really tough to challenge. He is not going the right direction. He's going, towards the ball and he's not going away from it. He's not playing shadow defense. He doesn't have much of an option there than just a challenge. Here's how things work. As now Lightz trying to keep this one going. Wall with the save of the back wall. So again, just slowly does it. Baiting, seeing if Wall will bite. Wall does. Lightz has it. It's open for him, and he'll slowly put it in. At this point for Lightz, he's just trying to play things slow. He's really making Wall overthink these plays when he's on the backfield, and it's so easy to do that when you just slow the play down. But the boost advantage that Lightz is continuously getting on offense, no wonder he's starting to employ that play style. This game, definitely more high scoring than the other ones. Well, he's going to look for a solo play on this, I think. Here he goes. What does he have in store? Dribble? He's just going to go straight for it. This one! And Lightz will keep the pinch out. In fact, he should make this 6. And he will not, because that is wide. And the follow-up won't come either. Lightz, he ran away from it. He thought it was in. Surely it was, but he'll be sorely mistaken, as I don't know how Wall got that one. Did he bump out Lightz? What was this? Take a look at this one. Did he bump him? Oh, he did. Oh, he most definitely did. That's one way to score a goal for the Wall, and I think he'll take that way as a good way to do it. Now Lightz to the corner. Still trying to push his Lightz. Now Wall, will he get back in time? He will. As we've somehow lost name tags. There we go. Wall. Oh my goodness, what a shot that is. Lightz has to race back to it now. He's lost it from the boost grab. He got them away. It's open. It's in. It's Lightz. Wow. It's Wall to tie it up. It's Lightz to be removed from the field. Go to the kickoff spot for the 11th time this game, I believe. Or rather, 10th time, actually. Wall looking for that one. Bounces off the post. Still challenging his Wall, but he's got to be careful. The more he does that, the more I think Lightz is realizing it. And he will score on those overcommits from Wall. I'm surprised Wall hasn't recovered from those really aggressive corner challenges that he still goes for. They haven't worked for him. He's in fact given up more goals than he's really won challenges in that position. I mean, one of those things where it's happening over and over again. Oh, we'll have to start to adapt to it as Lightz trying to get this one away. He just wants some space to get boost to hold on defense. Wall's not making it easy or giving him that opportunity. Lightz had that touch. Wall and overcommitted here. Wall still chasing back. Lightz doesn't have this one, and that's going to be 6-6. An immediate turn from Wall. He still had boost. This game continuing on as Wall, maybe off the kickoff. That will go wide, but he's got the opportunity at 0 seconds to win game 3, to take match point. The flick from Wall. His will be saved, but he's got one more. That one's gonna go in. It doesn't hit the ground. And when is game 3? Wall's win. Now he's at match point. The series is in his hands. And at 0 seconds, Wall with an impressive showing. Only needs one more win. Go to Utopia here. Game number 4. And back and forth. Every game decided by a single goal. Man, these last seconds of every single game has been quite tight, quite tense. I'm all here for that kind of stuff. What Rocket League is made for. We get into this game 4. It could be the last game of the series. If Wall is able to win this, he'll take the series. He'll prove that his call for the win was no joke. Again, Lightz just been trying to counter him, but Wall is definitely finding space, and he's going to get that last touch. Wall's just gone down the field. 11 seconds down, and Wall has already got his first of this game. I don't know if it's going to be indicative of what's going to happen going to the future. I mean, Wall would love to end the series here. Now Lightz trying to find a counter. Wall has this one sent down the field. Lightz will get to it. Wall's on a challenge. That one goes high. Bill Wall on towards the net, but Lightz will be there to save. Wall going back, takes the mid boost. Let's take the back corner. That one, oh, almost sent it right to Lightz there, but he will have enough pace on it that he's able to keep the offense going. And now Wall looking for a bounce shot. That one will be weak and will also not even be on target. Lightz will have it. Now it's his turn to attack. Kept his boost well. Lightz is going to go for the fake. He does. Still Lightz, but he's been bumped out. Wall to shoot it. Not a lot of power. Needs one more touch. He's got it. And it's goal 2 for Wall. And a 2-0 lead. A lead that is not seen often this series. How close everything has been. Wall gonna continue what he's done so well. It has been those counterattacks from him. Goes with the triple. Wall. Going up for it is Wall. One more. He's hit it high. He's got to recover here. Oh, what a touch there. That's going to slow down Lightz tremendously. But let's go for boost on that play. I don't know if I'd agree on that. And yeah, I would be right on that. I don't know why Wall thought he had the necessity to go for boost on that play. Especially since Lightz had the ball freely. In that position, you have to stay near the nets. All will be punished for that defensive miscue. Now another chance for Wall. That one quickly on. It's off the post. Wall almost had that one off the kickoff. I mean, just look at this aggression from him. He is very confident at this point. Just, you don't want to be too confident. Now here comes Wall. Sent straight to net. He's going to try to test Lightz here. Lightz will be back. Wall challenging, but he's still giving it away. Lightz. Oh, he doesn't have a very good dribble on this one. He's at a couple of plays where he just doesn't catch it well, and it seems like every time that happens, Wall has the answer. Open it the other way. Wall is steadfastly keeping his 2-goal lead. Goes Wall, and Lightz on another kickoff. Lightz won't have that one go his way. It's head straight to Wall, who will have the dribble. Already using 58 boost just to get to the ball in the first place. Now he doesn't have the flick. Bumped out. Lightz. Oh, whoa. He was expecting a touchdown from Wall. It actually helped that Wall missed it. Means that Lightz wasn't ready for it either. And now Wall with another clear. Oh, he's trying to chase down Lightz on that one. Nemo won't come. Oh, but this time will. Wall will chase down. He won't get a goal from it, but he does keep Lightz back. That's probably a good thing for Wall. And that Lightz had that ball in that part of the game. As now Wall looking for the bump. Oh, he's just too slow to it. Also very obvious what he was going for. Oh no, Lightz. Oh dear, that's gonna hurt. An open net miss. Hurts even the best of players. Still, you have to feel bad for him in that opposition to miss that kind of an opportunity. But he'll probably get more of them anyways as Lightz, here he comes. And yeah, he will score there. He may not score the open net, but he will take that one. Little dribble from Lightz. Here in Game 4. I'm impressed with how Lightz has been able to take these 1v1s on. As chat's saying, we need the Game 5. I'd love to see a Game 5 for this series. Here he goes. This one. Off the back wall from Lightz. He had the idea to go for that shot there. He knew Wall didn't have it all covered. Gonna get it. It's now Wall. Trying to fake. Get back instead. Wall definitely in need of a few more goals to really secure this game for himself. Won't be comfortable until he gets at least, I think, 5. Right now, Lightz is just chasing him down, preventing Wall from really getting any major spaces. Lightz should have the race to this one won, but it will be Wall to get to it as he runs to the back wall. Now here he goes for a shot on. Lightz should have it. Oh no! Oh no, he doesn't have it. Oh, and that's just embarrassing for Lightz. As a touch there from Wall, and Lightz, even he knows he should have that one. As raid coming in from Cassism. Thank you for the raid, Cassism. How was your stream? Hopefully you were doing something fun. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Wait, what were you streaming, Cassism? We're just doing a 1v1 right now. It's Wall versus Lightz, and right now Wall trying to end this 1v1 in this game itself. 5-2 the scoreline as he... Oh no, as he just beats out Lightz this one. Lightz thought he had the time for the boost. Wall will make him regret that decision. Wall. Take his time. 3 seconds left for him here as Lightz with the challenge. It will be dunked in by Lightz. In time. Not 30 seconds, sorry, 50 seconds left. Oh, he's in a position where he can take this one here. Have to play some pretty clutch Rocket League, but there's something that he can't do. As Wall with a demo. Right off the kickoff. Here he goes. Bounce shots! Wall! Lights out shot there! And the 3-goal lead is re-established. No questions about it. Wall smashes that one in. What an incredible scoreline it is. Wall will take that. And as people were saying, you might be starting a Zen streak. I think we'll be seeing him on the stream a couple more times, don't worry. But yeah, this is a huge start for him. Lightz, I would have had Lightz as the favorite to win this one. Wall is, again, trying to practice his 1v1s. And he is just looking so consistent. I knew he had the 1v1 ability in him. Didn't think he would show it up this quickly. It does seem like Lightz will not be able to take this series here. Wall was able to win just by the slimmest of margins in some of these games. Game 1 was an overtime. Every game since then, until this one, was a 1-goal difference, so... Well, for Lightz, it was a good effort from him. Well, we'll simply just be the better player here. We'll end the series like this. Lightz will let it end there. It will hit the ground. Lightz saying GG's in chat, so is Wall. 1v1 matchup is over. Again, it was again, shout out to these guys, by the way, for booking me for this matchup. Again, sure Wall will be very happy here. And we're excited, and I think these guys are already wanting a rematch, so they're not gonna have it tonight, but we might see them again next week for a best of 5 rematch. That'll be fun. And I'm always excited to see that. But again, Wall was the better player tonight. But the only mistake he really made was always just challenging the corners when he didn't have to. Other than that, he was the better player here. But again, impressive from Wall. I'm very happy to see him play so well. And we'll go back to... One sec, let me go back to this screen here. Hello everybody, I'm back. Nice to see you all. As again, Wall with the win. And I know these guys have been wanting that 1v1 a while, so I'm happy for them. And they kind of planned it. They planned it only a few hours ago, but I know Wall's been looking for it. As we'll get a little chat here with Wall. I know he likes these post-game interviews, so we'll chat with him a little bit. It won't be much though. But welcome in, Wall. Hey, congrats on your win. Chat's saying you're starting your Zen streak here, so I mean you take down Lightz in a 3-1 fashion. So again, maybe you're starting your Zen streak. I mean, can you confirm or deny that?
We'll confirm that it's actually going to be now called the Wall Streak.
Wall streak. All right, he's changing it. Even Zen has to respect it. That's how historical this is going to be. Wall's going to have his on series showmatch streak. But again, congratulations on your win. Lightz definitely gave you a tough time though. He's got the mechanics to really show up. I mean, can you tell me what it was like to kind of get into these 1v1s? Because I know you've been trying to practice on these things, and this is a great time to prove how much you've learned. So against Lightz, can you tell me what it's like playing against someone who had those mechanics?
Yeah, so when you play someone like Lightz who has that kind of mechanics, you kind of have to force him to throw it away. So what I tried to do was just stay up really close to what he was doing. And anytime he was on the wall and had free time in the air, I counted that as an L and just prayed that it didn't go in. He in this series probably should have won, but he kind of beat himself by missing some open nets. So I'm sure next time it'll be a little different than 3-1. I don't think 3-1 was a good showing of how close that game actually was.
I was going to say this is a bit of an upset here to have you. Lightz was definitely the favorite in this one. Most of the opponents that you're probably going to play against will be favorites in their matches. But hey, you get the win. I mean, you got to talk about the work that's put into this. How much did you have to kind of practice and warm up for the series? Because I know you guys planned on this series about 8 hours ago. So I mean, how much time did you have to warm up? And I mean, even so, I thought you were going to have more time as well until this match got moved up an hour or two.
Yeah, so that caught me off guard because I thought I was playing.
Yeah, you know what's ironic? The series that was supposed to happen this time got pushed back an hour. So you just swapped your series with them.
Yeah.
Actually, so that's what happened.
I found that very funny. Yeah, so I wasn't on the game yet. I wasn't completely warm. I only had like 30 minutes before to really warm up, so I played about 2 games and some free play. But I did play a little bit in the morning, just some 1v1s, getting myself acquainted because I'm trying to get my 1v1 game up. I think it's a great way to get my overall mechanics up. And I mean, overall, I'm really just doing this to get help out my threes gameplay any way I can. Just working on myself as an individual so I can help the team a little bit more.
It makes sense.
And instead of playing ranked all the time, I don't really get tilted at ranked ones, but sometimes It's just these kind of things are a little bit more fun. Yeah. So
I get that. I fully get that. I mean, I understand the kind of the enticing nature of 1v1 show matches. I know we're gonna have a good couple of them with you. With the fact that I know there's a lot of other players that called you out on
I was
on
about
Twitter
to say I'm gonna have to put them in their place.
I mean, you got what? Zekers, you got Mafino's in there. I know Mafino's pretty solid.
Yeah, we're saving him for a lot.
He's getting messaged. Pingu's going to be interesting. Feed's playing. I've seen Feed play once. Sanzo is talking about this as well. I mean, we have a ton of players, that have already messaged you. And I know, and I've seen a good amount of those players in ones, specifically the 100x35 players. I've seen those guys play ones, and so it's going to be interesting because any of those guys are solid players. So we'll see how this goes. But for now, though, again, you're passing on that. We're 3v3 matches, as you said, for Validity. Haven't been able to see you guys. I know you guys are in Master Series, so it's super tough to get matches because Nation takes them all. Hopefully, we can get a couple of them this season. I know Nation keeps stealing
I'll tell Nation to stop being a bozo and let you have it.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll get your next match for Validity. And again, I know you're going to be practicing for those 3v3 matches because Master Series is the real deal. It's a tough one. You guys are not expected to, have a super. You're not expected to, be able to, be at the top of the league in Masters, so getting any improvement you can will help you because ultimately you guys are there to kind of impress a lot of the people that have already been there for a while and to really try to, I think, surprise a lot of people with your entrance because there's so many teams that get invited to Masters and then just fall out and then are never remembered again. So I mean, is that what this is 1v1 for? Is it ultimately that you can surprise people in Masters and really prove that Validity deserves to be there?
I mean, not just in Masters, right? In anything. I mean, I know we just got done with the. It's not technically in the 100x tournament, but I don't
you mean ATS?
Yes.
ATS Rivals Cup, yes.
And the only people we lost to there were the two finalists. So that kind of hurt, but that definitely could have been us. The grand finals, I think, if we won. So, I mean, it's just anything to give us a little edge. I mean, will 1v1 really 100% like change everything? No, but it might get us that one extra clutch goal we need, to clutch up a game that will ultimately help in the series. So it's just, anything helps.
Anything will help you here. And again, that 1v1 against Lightz, a 3-1 win. Your first time playing ones on this stream. And you take down a very solid player against you. I know we already got that show match. That show match is going to become a rematch in the works. I know you guys want to play next week, so I'm excited to see that when it happens. I mean, now that you won, though, I mean, I guess you can say, you have to say anything to Lightz. You might as well say it now. What would you say to him to kind of let him know about that, that show match coming up? Is there anything you'd say to him?
Anything I'll say to him? You're gonna have to play better, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You play like a bozo today. I told you it was Joker before it started.
Well, here comes Will with a little bit of confidence. It's not usually like Will. I know that's. I know you're again having a little fun with it though. But again, congratulations on your win of 3-1 here against Lightz. Any shoutouts? Any last things you want to say here?
Shout out EJ and Volkenzi. They were in the VC with me while I was playing. Cheering me on, I guess, if you want to call it. Not really. They were making fun of me when I missed, but shout out to them. Shout out Popo, other Validity team member. Always got to shout out Ziggy because we love Ziggy. And yeah. Oh, and Validity and Ners specifically.
Again, congratulations on your win. I hope I get to see Validity in Masters Series soon enough. Nation takes all those matches, so I am.
That's crazy how he takes the matches and then doesn't stream.
Well, also, I think he's the only one that updates when the matches happen. And
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'm specifically.
I would love to stream for some matches in Masters Series. I know I've been due for it. I've been in this league for I think it's my 3rd season in the league. Love to have some Masters matches, especially with the stuff I've worked in the past. So.
I was about to say, you're establishing yourself as an S-tier caster, Mr. Sporter. You got to get you in there for that S-tier gameplay.
I don't have a Wikipedia page yet, so we'll see about that. I'm close to it, though. I'm only a few events away from getting one.
Oh.
Depending on how big the events are, I should say. But
right.
We'll see. I'll get mine soon enough, don't worry.
I hope so. I'm here for it.
I'll get it, don't worry. I know. I messaged with one of the Wikipedia page makers, which his name is Vex. Nice guy. Yeah, he does all the Wikipedia stuff for ATS, if you're wondering. I messaged him about that. I'm close. I'm getting close. I still have to do a good couple more events, but once I get there, my page, I'll be happy with that. But for now, again,
Uh,
congratulations on your win, Wall. I'm gonna stop talking about Wikipedia and I'll just let you go here. I know it's a late night for you, so take care.
That's
Have a great
fine.
night. I know we'll be seeing you again in those 1v1s in the future.
Yes,
So
sir.
until then, keep updating me on those matches. I'd love to have them. Next week will be a brilliant week for matches.
Thank you, Sporty.
That was Wall there. Early plays on Validity, won that 1v1 match against Lightz. Again, what a series that was. As I had the blackline, I had the blackline logo up for all of these. That wasn't intentional, by the way, but at least it works. At least it's at least it's one of the players is in blackline. Again, happy with that one. A big win for Wall, and again that means we are now down to our final series of the night. 25 Uniformity, Unleashed Gladiators. If we take a look at the playoff bracket, there it is. Looks like they're in the upper bracket round 1 for the wildcard system. So this is the end of the top 8 bracket. The double elimination system, it's all best of 7. Be pretty big for these guys, see how they'll do. But for now, they'll be off to a break. We'll be back very soon. Hey there, Stone D. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, sorry about the long wait time. We got a while before our next series, man. It was pushed back. It was supposed to be a lot earlier, but unfortunately it's gonna be late. So you'll have to stick around for that, or if you want to, you can go and find something else. You can come back in 20 minutes, and we'll be live. Don't worry. Also, during that stream, thank you for Kurisama for the follow. Welcome in. Update for you guys. I actually definitely made a mistake here. It is not 16 minutes until our match start time. So until we actually go live. It's actually going to be like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. Maybe we'll quickly fix that. My apologies. Notice that mistake. 1 sec. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. 4 minutes. We'll be live again. Don't worry. Thank you for the follow, Green Ninja. Welcome to my stream. We'll be live soon. Don't worry. One more series tonight, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the Spodia stream. And this matchup coming up, X35 Uniformity and Unleashed Gladiators. You guys know how I am on X35 Esports, so we had to get a representative from Unleashed onto this one. Welcome in the org owner of Unleashed, Meister. Nice to see you, man. It's a great time to have a wildcard playoff match. The playoffs of the Ascension Cup are about to begin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Sporty. It is a pleasure being here. Definitely love having the representation for Unleashed. Do want to shout out the other two owners of Unleashed real quick. Venom, who's actually going to be playing tonight, is the captain of Gladiators, and Kairos, who's the captain of one of our other teams. So I'm excited for this match. This is the first step in making the playoffs for both of our teams. So gonna be a really exciting match.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. So we take a look at the playoff bracket here. This is what it looks like. It's a double elimination format. Already 6 teams have made it to that final bracket. Those teams being Fifth Corner Esports Dream Team, Unknown Legion, yeah, Milk Militia Rush, Next 25 Team Evo, and Evolve. Skylight. Running them is going to be 2 of these 4 teams, either Evolve Nebula, Final Frame Entertainment, Explode, Unleashed Gladiators, or 125 Team Uniformity. Hey, I mean, both these teams playing, it's the upper bracket, but you can so easily get knocked down the lower bracket if you don't play well enough, because in these situations, the best of 7, sure, but it doesn't mean the pressure's not going to get to you, and that's what I think these teams are going to have to get used to the most.
For sure, and those lower round brackets are always tough when it's a best of 7. That is a endurance marathon. So good luck to all the teams that do end up in the lower bracket. Hopefully it's not my boys Gladiators.
Well, we'll see what happens here. I mean, again, we are unbiased overall, but yeah, this is going to be... But seriously, we take a look at those lineups. Again, Uniformity on one side, Unleashed on the other. And yeah, I mean, I know that these are solid teams. They have both made it to this point in the, in the bracket, though, so... at this point, it doesn't matter how good you are. Ironically, it doesn't really matter either for these teams because they both ended their season with a record of, I think, 3-4. Yeah, 3-4. So they're tied up in that. But game differential-wise, very interesting. Uniformity, game differential of -6. Gladiators game differential of +2. So Uniformity have the weakest game differential coming into this wildcard bracket. They're going to need to prove to a lot of people that game differential doesn't really matter and that they are what they are and that they can be a strong team. As, again, one other 125 team already in that bracket, 125 Team Evo, that's actually my team, who's in that final bracket. There might be a second one joining. These are the only 225 teams, so to see them both, so if they both make that final bracket, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, for sure. Always having to, well, I mean, yeah, 100X always does have multiple teams in the final, final playoffs there. But I was gonna say having 2 teams going into the actual, main event is really a big deal in my opinion, especially after kind of a different event like this where it was, week to week play. It wasn't a, one day qual and then, the main event the next day. So, it's really been a marathon for all these teams over the past couple weeks here. And here it's all coming together to see who's the top of all these teams.
Yeah, it is. We're coming down to the point where you get to decide those winners. It's been a long, grueling season. Was it 7 weeks of action? Nope, sorry. Not been 7 weeks of action. It has been 6, even shorter. 6 weeks of action. Now we go into the wild card, and again, you're going to be seeing us mix some wild card matches with those final bracket matches. Final bracket single elimination, but this again is double elimination, so these teams can lose twice. They'll be just fine, but man, you don't want to lose this early, because if you lose this early, your chances of getting to that final bracket are exponentially lower, and your matchup is going to be even tougher. Again, I believe it's Evolve Skylight who's waiting for whoever goes to that lower bracket, and while between Evolve Skylight, and the other team being Fifth Corner Esports Dream Team, I mean, technically Skylight's easier, but really none of them are easy. Both these teams, I mean, just to get to the point where they play against the toughest teams in, the league, just to, they have to get through this bracket to do that. That's some real dedication for these teams to continue to keep playing day in and day out.
For sure. And, I know you said all these teams are, no one's really necessarily an easy team, and I would definitely agree with you there. And one of the things that we were discussing in the quarterfinals of the Rival Cup was just how close the competition was throughout the series. And I can honestly say that the entire Ascension Cup, I was on my toes, never knew who was going to be on top. Each week, someone else was on top of the rankings. And really, it was anyone's game, at least in Group B. I know Group A kind of had a little bit more diversity, and I think I got those group letters correct. But the group that we've seen tonight, definitely really, really close along all the teams, and it was really anyone's game for a while.
It is. That's how it felt. At least, well, Group A was a lot more top-heavy. Group B was very close, and that's the group I know Unleashed Gladiators came out of. This group, actually, my team was in. We did beat you guys, so you guys would love to be in that final bracket. Again, you'd probably like to be in the upper bracket. Again, I think the upper bracket team plays against, would be playing against Fifth Corner Esports Dream Team. That is the team with the weaker game differential. Doesn't make a difference if both them and Sky are undefeated, but I mean, if there's any team you want to play against, you'd probably be against Fifth Corner Esports, since they are, I would at least consider probably the weaker team here. I've also got, have been the favorites all season long. You don't really want to go against a team that hot. I don't think none of these teams want to. Again, staying in the upper bracket's going to be a pretty big boost for these teams as we're still waiting on Uniformity. Match start time has passed. I know they say they had some issues with one of their players connect. Hope that doesn't make anything bad, but if it ever does come to it, they do have a 15-minute, countdown timer from the match start time to join on in. So once they're in the lobby, we'll get things started. As again, Uniformity versus Unleashed here. 25 Esports versus Unleashed. It's a big series. It's going to be a series that these teams are really going to have to fight for because, again, it's best of sevens. You're in the playoffs. This is where things get really tense. And I mean, you already mentioned the playoffs. The pressure being a big deal, but what's also a big deal is the fact that they haven't played this team either. You play against teams that you're familiar with. This is not a team that they're familiar with at all.
Yeah, and going into those matches blind so late in the season, it's really just a whole different mindset that you have to go into the game with. I mean, early season, everyone's kind of new. Even the teams that you've played in the past, you don't know what they've been doing in the off season or between events, and so you take those first couple weeks to get used to it. But facing up so late in the game, and in a spot where 2 eliminations and you're out, it's definitely a lot more pressure in that kind of game.
Yes, again, that's what's going to really be interesting is how will the pressure play out for them? Will they play, knowing that their seasons could be very close to their end, knowing that all they've worked for this season can really hurt them, and again, that's what makes this match, out of all the matches we've seen today, out of actually the 3 previous matches I've had on the stream, that's what makes this match so special. Again, with all the other matches we had earlier, they're in leagues that are still in the regular season. We had Mavericks versus Silent, where Mavericks won 3-1. Then we had Breeze versus Sloth Mafia, which was a field sweep for Sloth. Wall versus Lightz was a 1v1, and that was a win for Wall. And again, none of those matches were, are as tense as this one is. Uniformity versus Gladiators. This, has the weight of a whole season on it, and that's a lot of weight to carry, especially with how long it's been playing.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I was just gonna check in on Uniformity, see if.
Yeah, they're still again. They did say they'd have some issues here. As, they're just telling me they might have a player with an outage, so that's not great. Hope that player can come back. We will wait for them. But if they don't come back, and again, 15 minutes past match start, which is in 10 minutes, then that means that this series will very likely be rescheduled. We'll see what happens here. These teams will have to talk between each other, so have to work through that. Did I name the team incorrectly? No, I named the team correctly. What are you messaging me for? They're the Gladiators, right?
Yeah, no, I was just saying the S in Unleashed.
There it is.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm seeing
no, you're talking about the... Did I misspell it in game?
It's not a big deal. I just wanted to see if
it's
it on the overlay.
It's UNL. Because I can't do Unleashed. the game overlay
No.
won't let me.
Yeah, we do UNLS.
UNLS? If you want to, I can fix it. Why not?
You don't have to do the team, just on the overlay I was messaging about.
Oh, the overlay's fine. The overlay, I can do the full name. Don't
Okay,
worry about
okay.
it, buddy. The overlay is a lot more spacious.
Yeah,
not so much.
I have to see your overlay again. I haven't seen it in a while. I don't know if it's the same one I saw last time, but I know with the one I use, I can't.
What color was the old? What color was the last one that you saw? Was it like orange?
Yeah, it was like the Rocket League colors, or similar.
So it was blue and orange.
Yeah.
And I still use the same overlay, my friend.
Okay.
That overlay was expensive. I'm gonna use it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you definitely have one of the nicer overlays. I'm using.
Thank you. We've changed this stream has now changed from talking about the match coming up to talking about the overlay. This is what happens when you have a good overlay, buddy. Money does buy you friendships, no? But we will again get these teams, and hopefully very soon. Again, I'm worried for what will happen here. I really do hope we can get Uniformity in, because Gladiators are in the lobby. They've been in here for a while. Again, this will be an interesting one. I'm excited to see what will happen. Again, I really hope we'll get the series, because this one had to be pushed back. Just if it doesn't happen, very likely what it's going to happen is going to be rescheduled, and I'm still going to stream it. We'll just have to see when. Because I don't want to have these matches, because these matches can't get pushed back too far. Because there's a lot of matches from in this wild card. There's what, 5 matches that have to be played?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 matches that have to be played. Reminder, they all rely on the matches of earlier results. So the fact of the matter is, we do need to get these matches done, because I know the quarterfinals, they're gonna start on the weekend. So I mean, these teams, again, they don't have a lot of time to get a match. I know that, again, there's going to be a good amount of overlap between wildcard and the final brackets. I know, for instance, Rookie Militia Rush will be playing against 125 Team Evo on Saturday, and I will be streaming that. But have to see how things work out here, because for now, at least, definitely an interesting situation that we don't have due to they're suffering from, I think, a power outage. Really hoping that we get that sorted out.
Yeah, I just dropped a message for the captain. See if he can.
Oh, by the way, no, you have to
update.
message. You have to message Jean-Lee or Jamal. He's the one who's actually he's the one who's talking right now. Captain can't make it. So if you message Rogue, he won't answer you. But if you message Jamal, he will.
Okay.
Yeah, again, that's what happens when you're the Oregonian. You're also the manager, and you have to own this stuff. So my hands are clean here. I don't have to worry about this. I've already given teams the match info, so I'm done. Again, it does sound like we are going to get a reschedule here. I'm still waiting, holding out that we might get them back, but very likely we won't, which doesn't make things great. So again, I hope we get it. Again, I'm trying to see it seems what will happen, because I stayed up for this match, and not have it happen, that's going to be rough, but we'll see what happens here. Again, it's an interesting situation. It does happen sometimes. Some teams just can't make their match.
Yeah.
The worst thing that would happen in this series is if they had to forfeit. I really hope that Uniformity don't have to forfeit the series.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because again, these playoffs are going to carry in probably into next week as well, where we'll end off this tournament once and for all that next week. We need to get these matches soon enough. That's because I'm sure everybody wants to get their matches done by the holidays. So hopefully we'll have these matches. This tournament's going to conclude soon, and man, I can't wait for what's coming up next in ETS. I'm excited. I actually know a lot of tournaments that are coming up.
Yep.
There's like a GC1 and 2 tournament. There's another C1 to C3 tournament coming up. There's a GC3 Plus tournament. Everybody's going to get a tournament in this league. So, and I know they're going to come in the next couple of months. So I'm excited to see how it'll happen. But for now, this is the only tournament going on right now for ATS. It's the Ascension Cup, and coming to its playoff bracket. These are like best of sevens, big matches, and you know that grand prize coming. I believe is $100 now. That's a pretty sizable grand prize for these teams.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, I can say as well, the upcoming tournament graphics are pretty cool as well. Got a little sneak peek at them.
See here again. We'll see. And I know that these teams still talking between each other. We are now almost 10 minutes late. So again, it seems like we won't be getting Uniformity in here. Again, it's not that they didn't try. I know that 2 other 3 players are available. Their third just had an outage, so doesn't make things good for you. But again, if they do come in, here's our lineups once again. Uniformity. As I forgot something. One sec. Need to update the roster for Uniformity. It changed very recently. There you go. Again, it will be an interesting series. I hope we get to see this, because this should be a pretty close series. All these playoff matches should be relatively close.
For sure, definitely.
I mean, again, it'd be interesting. I mean, again, you talked about Unleashed. What have Unleashed done to kind of prepare for this series? I mean, you'd know, because you have insider.
Yeah, so Gladiators have gone through a lot of roster changes over the past couple of seasons, and they've got a roster of 4 right now, and I can definitely say it's been one of their strongest rosters so far. I mean, they're already, well, I wouldn't say already in the, they're hopefully going to be in the playoffs after these wildcard events, and that's definitely a major improvement over other seasons that we've seen. Just because it was hard to roster players, but since they've got this quote unquote dream team, I guess you can say, they have been hitting the grindstone hard and grinding out practices, getting different training packs going, working on team rotations. They have hit the ground running with this roster, and I'm hoping they've already shown me that they've shown me the whole org that they've mean business, and I really hope that they can make it at least into the playoffs here, and maybe even take it all the way.
See how things work here again. I'm a little bit worried for this match, because it does seem like more and more it actually could be a forfeit, which would not be how I want to have the series go, but would send Uniformity into the lower brackets. Again, I'm hoping we don't have that. It does seem like scheduling is going to be really tough for these guys, because again, having a match, they have to reschedule like this, and again, they don't have much time to do it. They have to do it basically by like Saturday. to do it like either Friday or Saturday if they don't do it tonight. And I don't know, and that's really tough to do because that's only a 2-day period. For a lot of teams, at least I've always talked to a lot of teams, and I know I think you guys are one of those teams where one of those days is not available. I think Friday isn't available. I think I heard that from others that Friday isn't available for them. So I'm very worried that the rescheduling could really hurt Uniformity here because getting sent to lower brackets is one thing, but getting sent to lower bracket by a forfeit is another thing. And knowing that it's something that you can't control, that really must hurt for Uniformity.
For sure, yeah. I was just looking back. I don't know. Unless you're seeing a different chat than I am, I don't know if they are open Friday or not. But
We look in the main chat, look up chat, and do tomorrow. So
that's where you're. Okay,
so
that makes
we'll see
more
what
sense.
happens. It seems like again they're gonna try to reschedule it. As we might get confirmation on a rematch. Hopefully, I'll get a message from these guys if they do. Although, what a rough night this has been. It's been a great night for like matches, but man, I really wanted to see this series, and to have it almost certainly going to be rescheduled does hurt a little bit. It hurts me internally. That's. And we'll see what happens here. Again, I know that 2 other players are available here, waiting on their turn. And that reschedule, and also a reminder, this is a rescheduled match as well already. Already had to be pushed back, and that got rid of one of the players for Uniformity. Actually, got rid of Rogue, who was going to play for them. But it does seem like they might be getting that reschedule actually for Saturday. So, and play on Saturday. I know that a good amount of these wildcard matches are going to end by Saturday, so that is what happens here. As yeah, we actually got confirmation. It's going to be Saturday then. Is when that match will happen. So, if that's the case, well then we might have to Meister, we might have to come back together for Saturday then. See how that will work.
All right, yeah.
But maybe we'll have both matches on Saturday then, 7 and 9. Because
All right.
I got to talk about my team. You get to talk about your team.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like that's how it is going to go here. And yeah, we are getting confirmation there is going to be a reschedule. So unfortunately, the match won't be happening tonight. That really does suck, but it is what it is what it is. It does happen, and unfortunately, again, it will be rescheduled. It does mean that the wild card itself is going to be pushed back quite a bit because again, these matches rely on each other.
Yeah.
But for now, again, we're going to see how these things will go. It's going to be. What's interesting about it is that these wildcard teams actually are going to be playing their quarterfinals later than the main bracket teams that have already made it, and that means they might have some time to kind of do a little bit of scouting in the quarterfinals. But for now, again, that's it for that. So, I mean, Meister, is there any lessons you want to say? I mean, we know that there's going to be that match on the match is going to be on Saturday. I will be streaming it. Almost certainly, I can make that. So, what do you say about that? I mean, sounds like a fun plan, right? Get together on Saturday.
Yeah, never a fun thing to reschedule, but I definitely want to make sure both teams have a fair chance, and can get at least a stable roster that they're comfortable with playing so that they can really perform at something that they'd be proud of. I mean, at the end of the day, winning is nice, getting that prize money is nice, but it's always nice when the players can feel that they, gave it a good run and are ready to hop in the next event. So, definitely understand the reschedule, and I really do hope it gives Uniformity that confidence that they need to, with this roster change. So.
As again, we will. Again, it has been official. We're going to be rescheduling for Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, meaning it's going to be 2 hours before my team plays. Nice thing is, again, I'm going to be casting both of them. So we'll go from wildcard straight to the main event. So get ready for that. But yeah, as you said, again, people definitely need to be ready for that one there. Now, again, apologies on that, but I do thank you all so much for sticking around, even with this bad news coming in. But overall, it's been a very interesting day when it comes to matches. We had stuff for everyone. 3s, 2s, 1s, everything was represented tonight. But again, that'll be it from us. I'm going to make sure we get a raid going here. Thank you all so much for joining. We'll see you all on another day.
All right, see you on Saturday. Thanks for having me.